Dorma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the NBA. Y'all check this out. Now, I haven't even spoke about the NBA this year at all, really, because, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world of boxing. NBA is going down, right? Yeah, I got my Lakers hat on, man. Listen, let me tell you, this is about simply the Lakers overachieving, right? The Lakers are overachieving. We knew the Lakers were going to be good. We had a couple of reasons why, big reasons. One is y'all have messed around and pissed LeBron James off, calling him this, calling him that. He was going to be, somebody even said washed. You heard about all those things. He could be in his 17th season. Who wasn't washed in his 17th season? You know what I mean? And now, make sure this is clear before I start talking about LeBron positively. I'm not a LeBron fan. Never really was, because he was never at the Lakers. Just like I wasn't a Michael Jordan fan. Never really was, because he wasn't at the Lakers. Doesn't mean I don't see greatness and understand greatness, right? And then when you get old, it don't matter who you are, I'm going to go for you, because you're the underdog at this point. In his 17th season, LeBron James is coming back with a vengeance. People knew he would, right? You don't call a man washed who keeps playing and playing in the playoffs all these years and gets a groin injury and has to sit out a few games. And then we start calling him washed. That would piss me off. And that's what had happened to him. And he's letting you know it by leading the league in assists and other things, having a good season. We also knew that Anthony Davis was good, but the world didn't. Basketball nerds know that. You playing in LA, everybody knows what you're doing. Bottom line is people are seeing. Anthony Davis has been in the conversation for the very best basketball player in the NBA for the last 4 or 5 years. The problem is he's playing in New Orleans and they weren't really making the playoffs except once or twice, right? And people just really, really fathom that. But he's right up there with the Antetokounmpos of the world, the LeBrons of the world, and anybody else. Right now, you got Doncic in that conversation. That's another thing popping off too. But at the end of the day, right? Those two guys are playing ball, right? And Anthony Davis is really handling his business. This guy is in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, and now has moved himself into that conversation for MVP. Now, James Harden scoring all them points. He's going to be in it. After the Kumpo got his team in number 1, 2, he's going to definitely be in it, right? And Doncic, if the Dallas Mavericks is second in the West, and he's damn near averaging a triple-double, he's in it too. You know what I'm saying? But to be in that conversation is pretty damn good. Now, Lakers are overachieving because there's really no one else who you really like. Man, every night he's going to do this. Danny Green going to handle his business. Glad he's here. Caldwell Pope, underestimated. Play through him a little bit. Caldwell gets you 20 on a good night. And him and Danny Green play defense. Avery Bradley's out. That's okay. Get well, dog. But if you got JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard both playing decent and blocking some shots, handling their business, not trying to do more than that, LeBron and them are seeing them, they're just fine. Here's where I'm talking about why we're overachieving. Kyle Kuzma's not playing good yet. That's the bottom line. Kyle Kuzma's playing okay, right? But when Kyle Kuzma starts playing how Kyle Kuzma can play and what we know he's going to do soon, then the Lakers are going to be a big problem. That's why I think they're overachieving, right? They're playing good. We knew they were going to be good. But did you think they would be 20, 21, and 3? I don't know about that. I wasn't thinking that. They're not quick. Sometimes towards the end of the season or after Christmas, then you start, finding your groove and everybody understands what their roles are going to be and then those kind of things. Then you get on runs. Get on a run early, yeah, that's overachieving to me. I know it doesn't sound right, but yeah, the Lakers are overachieving in my opinion. Now, a couple of teams to watch, right? And I'm saying watch because it's not like obvious teams, right? Teams to watch. First of all, the Pelicans. Let's talk about the worst one I'm talking about. Pelicans, that's about the second worst team in the record in the league. That don't mean nothing. Keep your eye on them. Now I keep my eye on them because it's bottom line. I told y'all I hate trades. That's why I don't talk about nothing basketball in the summer. Period. Because I hate trades. People, man, I was just hating on you last year and you on my team. Or vice versa. You on my team, now you gone. I got to start hating on you. Nothing happened. I follow them to other teams. Hence the Pelicans. I want to see what your boy Brandon Ingram, Lamar Ball, and Lonzo Ball, excuse me, and your boy Josh Hart. Young players, you look on them hoping that they do well on your team, then they're gone. I was like, man, that Brandon Ingram thing gonna hurt, and Lonzo Ball gonna be good too because it's just an instinct player. right? Just a smart player. Those are the ones you kind of want around on your team. Brandon Ingram is going to take that step and be all that, and that's exactly what he is. Now, Zion is hurt, and so they're not winning the games. But watching Brandon Ingram, and he was a lot of other people was hurt. But if you got Brandon Ingram and Drew Holiday, those are two-way players, both at the highest level. And then Zion Williamson come back. If they're not too far away out of the playoffs, be careful for them to make a surge. Because I've been watching them, paying attention. It's a decent team, right? It's a decent team. Got the little young cat, I forget his name right now, in the middle because the other one's hurt. Their favorite's hurt, so he's getting some minutes. A young guy, 19 years old, jumping out the house. Let me tell you something. Keep your eye on them, right? They might slip into the playoffs. Another one to keep your eye on is Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City was out of the playoffs the whole time. They done slipped in up at about number 7 right now, but we don't talk playoffs this early. It's about keep an eye on the team, right? Of course, I've been watching Oklahoma City, Russell Westbrook's run of 3 years, triple doubles. I didn't barely miss a game. Well, I know when it's a triple double watch, I might be watching that game, right? Period. So since then, I ain't gonna fall out of love with them people. Steven Adams, my boy. I'm mad that Horace Grant's son gone, Jeremy Grant. I'm mad about that, but it's because Steven Jackson, Steven Adams still there, right? And they got Chris Paul in the mix. That's good. But Shea Gilgeous Alexander has made that jump, which we know, and this is only his second year, and he's having a slump right now. But he's still a very smart, very effective, very smooth player. One of them Van Helsing, which don't get too high, too low. Van Helsing could be after you, right? Who was after him? What was Mr. Hyde was behind him, and his heart rate didn't even go up none. Scare you, or even the Dracula was after him, and his heart don't go up none, right? That's Alexander, Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Be careful, right? And then you have Schroeder from the bench, who's looking good all the time. That team is something to watch. Now I don't like Gallinari because he's one of the players. The same reason I don't like James Harden or Kyle Lowry, stuff like that. These are guys who I watch. Chris Paul really is one of them too. But guys are just running around looking for contact, right? And their game is patterned around I'm going to look for contact, and if I get any contact, even though I went over there to initiate it, then I'm gonna fall all over the place. I really just don't like players like that. It's enough foul calling as it is without that, So those are the kind. But Gallinari is still 6'10" and can shoot and could take you off the dribble if he has to. And like I say, don't get nowhere near him because he know how to get fouled, right? That's a pretty good team over there. And when the playoffs come and if they're in it, they're going to be a hard out, right? One team in the Eastern Conference I've been really, really impressed with. And I've been keeping my eyes on them anyway because Milwaukee last year I didn't miss a game from them. The Greek Freak is there. But it's another guy who reminded me from one of my guys from my alma mater is Andre Miller. Great basketball player, wasn't jumping out of the gym, throw good alley oops, good team player, somebody you want on your team, right? So is Brogdon. Reminds me of him a lot, right? Brogdon got a little bit more ups, but see Miller they don't use unless they have to. You get dunked on, if you mess around and you're trying to block something, and they just turn around and dunk it on you. But that's not what they really doing. Just being very, very smart. So Brogdon left. You know what I'm saying? He left Milwaukee. He's in Indiana. Indiana is a damn good team because I didn't know T.J. Warren was going to do what he's going to do on the 3 position. But Brogdon is going to handle his business. Upper echelon guard, going to be an all-star soon. Probably not this year, but damn soon, right? He was Rookie of the Year too, right? And then you still got Sabonis back there handling his business and playing real good basketball, even though he still goes left most of the time. They use the right hand once a game, tops. I'm talking about you got to look, rewind it too, because you ain't gonna see it long, right? He got to use that a little bit more, but he does. And he's the son of one of the greatest centers ever, Arvydas Sabonis. So, he got somebody good in his ear. And your man in the middle, he don't miss no mid-range shots. Can't even think of his name. Block shots and don't miss no shots. But Miles Turner, right? He don't miss mid-range shots. He's got to take it out to the three-point line because the NBA is telling you to. But he's a good shooter and he's blocked shots. So that team right there is doing real well. I think they're about the sixth seed. And Victor Oladipo is nowhere to be seen yet. Victor Oladipo in that mix, right? Bring Oladipo from the bench. He's been out for the longest. Don't try to start him right away. Bring him from the bench. Let him do something. By playoff times, Indiana is going to be a problem. Period. It's not luck. That's a good team to keep your eye on in the East. I know we got all the ones that everybody talking about. Of course, Milwaukee. Boston doing good because they messed around and got a little man from Charlotte. That's what happened there. But and then Philadelphia and stuff like that. Indiana is the dark horse in the East, if not barring any other injury, right? Because Lamb is over there too now, so they're pretty good in Indiana. But back to the top. Let's rewind it back to the top too. Them boys. Lakers are overachieving right now. Expect a little load management coming in, or something like that, and they might lose a few games. If these guys keep coming to these games and everybody else gets informed, then we might be into really a 60 win season. I don't know if they're gonna win that many, but the way it's looking, when everybody's not playing great yet. I mean, the main characters are, but everybody's not playing great. If they start playing, everybody else start playing great. One or two, somebody else crystallize themselves as that third, fourth option. Then you're looking for a very good season from the Los Angeles Lakers. And as of now, after 23 games, they are overachieving. Dola Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.